Good afternoon all. Back in the studio, as you can see. And I thought maybe it'd be fun to kind of take you along for a week in the life of an encaustic artist. So that's what we're doing in this week's video. Hope you enjoy it. But first, just in case you're new, here's a quick introduction. Hi there, I'm Stacy, the encaustic mixed media artist behind Studio Stacy. Encaustic literally means to burn in. So I paint with beeswax and a torch, and because it's mixed media, pretty much anything else I can get my hands on. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Consider subscribing and joining this artsy community. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, which helps me get introduced to more like-minded artsy folks like yourself. Happy Monday. I spent the morning, we're kind of just, well not kind of, but we are just coming back from a nice week-long family vacation. I got together with my family. I always really love seeing them, and it's always really hard to come back home. But yeah, so it's kind of been a blah-ish Monday, and I just spent the morning basically catching up on emails, YouTube comments, all of the boring computer work stuff, and then I kind of figured out what my schedule looks like for filming and my to-do list and things like that for the next several weeks, and got that all figured out and ate a quick lunch, and now over here in the studio. So today's plan is, let me flip the camera around and show you what today's plan is. All right, I'm showing you these two paintings because you've previously seen me paint these two paintings, and I want to do the next couple paintings in this particular series. So before I can do that, I need to pick out the colors for the next couple paintings, which is what I'm planning to do here in the studio today. So earlier today, I also kind of put together a tentative paint palette, a paint selection for the two paintings that I want to do. They're going to be the American Beach and the White Pine Tree. So I picked out the background colors, the colors I want to do for the tree, and possibly the leaf prints. But I wasn't over here in the studio, so I have no idea if I have fairly close paint colors for those or not. So that's what I'm going to do here this afternoon, just real quick. Hopefully kind of finalize those up just a bit. And yeah, not too exciting, but let's pick out some paint colors together. The other thing I wanted to mention here real quick is that it's getting to be quite fall-like outside, and the American Beach tree leaves are starting to fall, and I want to make sure I can get some leaf prints off of them before they become like too crispy and crunchy. And I have some leaf prints, but they're not on the right paper, and I'm not real happy with them. So I want to redo them essentially. So that's the other reason I want to get the paint colors picked out, so that I can then also do the leaf prints before there are no leaves left to print. All right, all, that took way longer than what I thought it was going to, but I think I have it figured out. I'm gonna just go with it so I can get some of these leaves printed later on this week. But let me flip the camera around and show you the colors. All right, this is gonna be the American beech tree. And I'm thinking I'm gonna use these 3 colors for the tree bark. I still have to sketch that out and experiment with it. I think I'm gonna use this color, and let me flip my note around here. This color and the Quin Gold, so these kind of 3 orange to, you know, reddish orange colors for the leaf prints. And then this is the background, along with probably a mix of this color and probably some white. I'm hoping that this isn't going to make too dark of a background for the leaf prints to show through, but we're going to find out. All right, and then this is the white pine. These 3 colors on the background. These 3 colors for the tree on top of the background. And then I think most likely this will be the pine needle prints. We're going to see if I can get pine needles to print. Possibly also this indigo color, but those 2 colors along with these on the background. So that's the plan. So I think hopefully later on this week I'm going to get back in here, pick you back up when I do the American beech leaf prints and maybe print with the pine needles. We'll see how far I get along. But yeah, I'll pick you up then. And if you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about here, I will reference a couple other videos that I've done in the past of these tree paintings and the background, so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm doing. So anyways, it's getting a bit late in the day, so I'm gonna go probably put a frozen pizza in the oven for dinner. And yeah, I'll pick you back up tomorrow. See you then. Good morning. Today's kind of a editing computer-ish day, and so I am filling my cup up with some coffee and creamer. Normally we don't drink Starbucks coffee, or normally I also don't have creamer in my coffee, but it is pumpkin spice season, and well, this is the kind of pumpkin spice that we could find here in our grocery stores. And I have a what do you want to say, obsession perhaps with pumpkin spice coffee. So if any of you are also in the fall pumpkin spice era, I'm right there with you. I love it. I can't get enough of it. So anyways, have my coffee, and I just started some laundry, and while that's going, I'm going to be doing some video editing. We just got back from a trip not too long ago, and the laundry has piled up. So probably a couple loads to do. Anyways, yeah, that's today's plan. Not real exciting. Oh, I should say what is exciting is we have about 3 small deer bucks, and they've been coming around almost every morning. They are really hard to get pictures, video of outside of our windows. Like if I try to sneak up them outside, they are very skittish, not like the does are. The does pretty much don't care that we're here. The bucks are very skittish. So I'm hoping I got some video for you this morning. It's super cool to have them around because we don't normally see a lot of bucks. So anyways, yeah, let's get to some video editing. All right, wow, got 1 load of laundry done. Got that done a while ago, actually. And I have run through this edit of this video once. In other words, I kind of have the first draft of the edit done. It's been several hours, several hours, and it's probably about lunchtime. So I think I'm going to take a break for lunch, and I probably will put a pause on this video editing, switch gears here slightly, and continue on with a different project for the day. So yeah, let me grab some lunch first and we'll go from there. All right, had a quick lunch break and now on to the next project. And that is I need to make up more greeting card packs. I only have 2 packs left again. So again, if you've come and stayed here as a Harvest host and bought a greeting card pack or purchased anything, really, truly appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun getting to know all of you, and of course, love showing you the studio, and really appreciate any purchases or anything like that that you all make. So today's plan is, or rather this afternoon's plan, is to get these greeting cards packed up. And you may have noticed it's rather quiet here, and Matt is not here. He is off on a work trip to New Jersey, so I kind of have the place to myself, and so I thought I would package them up here in our kitchen and turn on some YouTube knitting podcasts while I do that. So that's this afternoon's plan. All right, all got the card packs made and restocked over in the studio, and I have some extras set aside too. So we have several more Harvest Host guests coming in and out the next week or next 2-3 weeks, something like that. We have quite a few people coming in and out, which is great. So I have kind of stockpiled those card sets because those seem to be a bit of a hit. And so that got that done, and I did a little bit, tiny bit more editing, and now I am calling it for the night. I am doing a crab cakes with a chickpea, cucumber, onion salad that I had for lunch. I'm going to have the leftovers, put the crab cakes on top, a little homemade sauce that I made for the crab cakes, and some little spinach pockets that I'm going to bake with the crab cakes. So maybe not the healthiest of dinners, but could be worse, I guess. So anyways, and it's quick and it's easy, and since Matt's not here, he actually is allergic to crab, I thought now would be a good time to have crab cakes. So also going to enjoy a glass of wine with dinner. And yeah, I will pick you guys all up in the morning sometime tomorrow. We'll see you then. Hope you're enjoying your evening as well. Morning all, back in the studio, and I am going to get these American beech tree leaves printed this morning. So yeah, I think I've got everything all set up, ready to go. Probably stick you on time-lapse mode, and hopefully, fingers crossed, these are going to work out. All right, all American beech tree leaves are now printed, and I'll flip the camera around and show you the results here. They still have to dry, so I'm probably going to let them kind of sit and dry for maybe an hour or so and then come back over and maybe clean the mess up a little bit. But let me flip the camera around and show you these prints. All right, here are basically what I was pressing the leaf prints onto was unsized and semi-sized Xuan, which is Xuan. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a rice paper. So that's what I was printing on. And then underneath, I just have mixed media paper, which I'm going to do something with in the future. And then what I was pressing over top was a slightly thicker paper. This is Asuka paper, and also a rice paper. But that's what I was pressing over the top of these two leaf print pages. And then this is just my mixed media paper that I was painting over the leaves on to get the watercolor paint onto these. So, oh, and if you're curious as to the watercolor paint colors, I used Mars Orange Deep, and I used Transparent Pyrrole Orange, and Quinacridone Gold, all core QOR watercolor tubes. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna let these, make sure they're completely dry before I put them away into the map drawers and kind of clean up this area. So I will pick you back up here this afternoon, but for now I'm gonna head back over to the barn dominium because I don't have any running water over here, and I want to really clean out these brushes and the little glass containers that I was using for to squeeze the watercolor onto. So yeah, that's the plan. See you in a few. All right, all studio is all cleaned up, and I will pick you back up probably tomorrow morning. See you then. Morning, all. Today's plan, this afternoon's plan rather, is to do some more video editing. I don't know, could you hear that woodpecker out there? There's a woodpecker very loudly pecking away at something. Anyways, video editing this afternoon. So some weeks are just a lot more computer work than others, and this happens to be one of those weeks. But this morning, what I want to do, because I'm going to be sitting around a lot most of the day again, is to get outside and get a few things done outside, which is why I'm standing in front of our tool wall here. So my plan is to knock some weeds down out there And yeah, just kind of get out for a couple hours, see how far I can get, and go from there. So I'm gonna throw some coveralls on and maybe record some snippets for you. We'll see how I can set up a camera out there. I'll probably be on my cell phone if anything else, because I don't want to take this camera out. But at any rate, let's get to knocking some weeds down. Hi all, happy Friday. Finally, we have reached Friday. I spent the morning, guess what, editing video. And now I'm in our little camper because we are heading out on a trip around 4 o'clock today, hopefully after Matt gets out of work, maybe a little bit later, hopefully not. But at any rate, I am in here because I'm finishing packing stuff up, making sure we are ready to hit the road. And yeah, excited. I think I'll probably take you guys along with us, but it'll be in a future video. And hopefully you can't hear that really loud squeaking out there. There's a cricket or something. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to get to packing up this space and we'll be hitting the road.